Hello, folks. Welcome to part one of implementing a Golang proxy server. This was a very simple, basic idea that I discovered or was thinking about when I saw that Golang has a proxy which has been around for a long time now. But today, when I was looking at the proxy.golang.org, I was like, wait, how would they be implementing this? And is it open source and whatnot? I'm not sure if it's open source. I couldn't find it in the Golang GitHub org. But I figured I could try out, implementing it. So I'm starting out, and I wanted to actually, you know, completely record it so that you know there's a good history of how this came up to be. So now I'm just gonna actually put say git ignore here to ensure that this Golang proxy server doesn't come up. So yeah. Cool. So I'm going to start off by say creating a basic HTTP server, and then I'm going to start off by implementing the what do you say, the Golang proxy protocol, the Go proxy protocol, which you can find out Golang module proxy protocol. So should be the implementation of the proxy interesting. Proxy protocol versions 1 and 2 interesting. Looks like someone has done it. I want to try it out too. So Golang library implementation of the proxy protocol 1 and 2. Oh wait, this is let's say proxy, is it? This tries as specification. Okay, this library. Okay. Weird. So this is probably not the Golang thing. I mean, this is not for Golang module proxy. That's just something else. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and look at this, which is what you're planning to implement. Module proxy is Go proxy protocol. So this is what I want to implement. So it's a HTTP server, so you can start off with that. You can also try out HTTPS server. I have a repo for this Golang proxy server. I'm gonna probably oops. Oh, one moment. I think I created a private repo. One moment. Let me make it public. Interesting. Looks like I did. Oh, no. I put it the wrong URL. Of course, it's public. By default, it's all public. One moment. Okay. So it's corpus 9890. And I still need to log in to do stuff here. I'm just going to do that quickly. Mm-hmm. And then, okay. 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 Cool. So I'm logged in. One moment. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I'm gonna actually think put some discussions, right? I'm gonna enable this so that I can put some ideas over here. So let's just say ideas, and then new discussion, and then features, right? So it's a HTTP server, yeah, HTTPS server, with custom certificates and all that, right? Custom SSL certificates provided by user, and then caching, and then fast downloads, of course. These are all by default what you get. What else? One moment. Okay, so I can actually write down even the most basic features, like it's an HTTP server. So, and then like what is it? So, okay, so it's a HTTP server that can respond to GET requests for paths specified below. So only GET requests are allowed. So GET requests are allowed. Okay, pretty straightforward and simple. Anything else bad requests? The requests have no query parameters, no specific errors are required. Site serving from fields, including file, can be module text. Nice. So no query params, no specific headers are required. Okay, so we'll probably go ahead and put this here. So now successful HTTP responses must have the status code 200. Okay. Redirects 3x's are followed. Responses with status codes 4x's like client error or 5x's server errors, status errors. The error codes 404 not found and 410 gone indicate that the requested module or version is not available on the proxy, but it may be found somewhere else. Okay, so I'm not sure in which case you would give 404 not found and in which case you would give gone. Like, do you give gone when you have it in your list, but you don't have, like, I don't know. Anyways, the error responses should have content type text plain with character set either this is. Okay. Cool. So there are some Golang command related, like Go tooling related stuff, like Go proxy and variables and how you set it and whatnot. I'm going to start off by actually implementing the server. So let's probably do that first. I'll create a HTTP server here. One moment. So Golang HTTP package. Let's look at that. Cool. So I need the server. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look at that. Cool. Listen and serve. Handler. Okay, cool. Should be the handle and such as user. So and func. Okay, so this is to give the hand like separate function, and this is for the provide the function itself. So here I'm gonna actually say, should be that listen and serve. Okay, I think this is better than using this because I would rather just get one instance of the HTTP server and then just start doing stuff. So server, my handler, read timeout, write timeout. Okay, I'm not sure what these are, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like not use them for now. This is max header bytes. Okay, I know. I'm not sure what the default values for these are. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and like enable the Golang plugin for this one. So that's that. Cool. So now we can import STV and then we can actually see something like this. So listen and serve returns error. So I mean, if error is not equal to nil, then like, yeah, log.fatal f and then error. Yeah, let's see if that works. Yes. What? Okay. There's some weird stuff going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and like define this function. Handler has to have basically this type. So yeah, no, it's an interface. So okay, I'm gonna have to provide an interface here. Okay, one. So so some struct that you know includes interface, right? So H and then my handler, and then we have the response writer and the request, right? And what does it return? Doesn't return anything. Okay, awesome. This should be HTTP dot, HTTP dot. Cool. My handler is not, it's a type, it's not an expression. Yeah. So let's provide the type. I mean, sorry, let's provide the value. So let's just call this as h extract, oops, extract a variable h, say h. Yeah, cool. Think I could just call this handler itself. I don't know why my handler rename handler. Cool. So that's that. Now, what is this? Cannot use a string value and argument. Okay. Dot error. Cool. So now with that, I'm gonna go ahead and like build this. So I'm gonna have to run this thing again and again. Huh? Use a make file. Well, let's build and then go build -v dot slash dot 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 test. I mean, I'm gonna write tests also here. I want to do that. So yeah, cool. So make. Let's see what it runs. Okay, this is taking quite some time. Missing operator. Okay, so I think we have to use tabs here. Tabs. Okay, one moment. Indent using tabs. Okay. Okay. Can we try that? Missing operator separator. 5 lines. Okay. Oops. Oh, separator. Not. It's not. Pretty good. Okay. So now we have this running. If we do make tests, it will just run the tests. Awesome. There are no tests, so all good. So now with that, I can actually run this thing. So if I say make run or something, maybe let me do that. Run, go run, dot slash dot dot v, make run, does it work? Allow, do you want Golang Proxy server touch up? Okay, awesome. Cool. So if I do a curl localhost 8080, it should just work. Awesome. Yep, we get 200. Okay, awesome. So that's a very basic HTTP server. So I'm gonna stop that, and we could also write down some more features like graceful shutdown. Graceful shutdown. I think you would get all of this from some web framework, something like Mux or Gin or many things out there. But I want to just try it out myself and like get dig deep and like do everything by myself and then see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and like do everything vanilla Golang because I've not done so much of that before. And so yeah, let's go ahead and like put this in. So cool. Now, and this is always listening at 80, so it's fine for now. Bootstrap, a simple HTTP server. Cool. I think the first thing that we can do is, you know, 404, bad request for any request method other than get is something that we can do. And we can also probably write a test for it. So, write tests and then implement it. Cool. So I'll probably have to check out how to do the test part. There is some recorder and all that for recording responses. So I'm gonna go ahead and like check out how we can do this. Also, there must be some API server mux, default server mux, the default server mux used by server, new server mux, okay. Well, I might have to use some of these, I think. Let's see. Server. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not sure where this mux thing comes up. Set this mux. Nope. Anyways, I believe the mux is like the short for multiplexer and like how you can like handle requests and all that. For now, what I'm gonna do is just look at say um you know probably just call something like hmm, just wondering how to test this. I'm gonna have to basically test you get 400 bad requests whenever you send a request of type of request method like with anything other than get. And so basically we're trying to test this. I'm just wondering how to test it. I'm guessing one basic thing that I can do is basically use this handler and call service HTTP and then record it. So let me write this test over here. Let's just call it for now the proxy test. Proxy test. See handler. Okay, proxy test. Yeah, that's enough. Oops. Go. Since handler is actually an internal type, I'm gonna leave it at main for now. I could expose this and then use this and all. I'm not gonna do that for now. Func test. What do you say? Proxy and okay, cool. T dot run. Okay. So return bad request for methods other than get or request method and get. Cool. So now we get handler and we say h dot serve HTTP and then we get a recorder. HTTP test is what we need. There is some HTTP guides and whatnot, something to check out. Interesting. HTTP test dot new recorder and you record your thing. So new recorder, yeah, response, right? And then response record, and then request is basically HTTP test dot new request. So you can create a new request, returns a new incoming server request suitable for passing to an HTTP handler for testing. Target is the RFC, request for comments 7230. Okay, request target maybe either a path. Okay, so you can mention the method, target, and the body. Any examples? No. An empty method means get. Okay. So let's try out say oops, say post and target is one moment. Target is maybe either a path or an absolute URL. Okay. I'll just hit path for now slash something whatever. If the target is an absolute, the host name from the URL is used, otherwise example outcome is used. Okay. Example outcome is used. Okay. I would rather just use localhost 8080 for now. Slash I don't know. I mean, I could just use a valid thing over here. Say, one moment. Let me use this. Cool. That, and then I don't want any bodies. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it nil. And then response record, and then request. So is this a pointer? Yep. Is this a pointer? Yep. So it takes. Yep. This is an interface. However. With this, I'm gonna go ahead and like say response record dot code This has to be basically, can I do assertions here? No, T does not have assert stuff. So if this code is not equal to 400, then this has to just fail, like T dot fail, you know, and then we have to say log. Okay, just fail for now, yeah. Fail, is there any way to say log? Okay, fatal, fatal is immediately stop. So I want to basically say fail and also mention logging. Like, can I do that? Not but continuous execution. Okay. So t dot log f and then say, so f should have these arguments here. Expected response code to be 400, but got this response card dot code. Cool. Code should be the status code. She's only up. Set by right header on. Maybe. Not calls right header array. This might end up being 0 rather than implicit status. Okay. Is the result method. Okay, result. Huh. Okay, result returns the response generated by the handler. The return response will have at least status code. Status code. Okay, code status code. Cool. So this is what you're looking at. So let me just say code. 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 Yep. Cool. Now with this, let me run this test. Let's see how that runs. I think I should have given HTTP. Expected response status, but got 200. Okay. Should I give an absolute URL 119? Absolute URL, otherwise, yes. I believe HTTP will be used by default. I don't know. Let's see if I can actually now fix this. Let's just give, I can always just put w dot, status. Looks like I might have to, okay, right header, response header with the provided status card, okay. So I can just say 400 here always. Let's see how that goes. So this should just pass, right? Awesome, so it passed. Now, I'm going to write another failing test. So it's going to say return okay for get request method. Request method, right? So I'm just going to say get. It's simply going to check if it's 200. So I'm just going to say 200 here, and we should actually say percentage v expected code 200, and then mention the expected code here. Expected code, cool. So mention this here and then use 400 instead of 200. So use 400. Too much logic in test code, but trying to avoid too much duplication here and there. But let's run this now. And one of them will fail, one of them will pass, because this time both are going to get 400. So expected response for status code to be 200, but got 400, right? So we're going to actually change the code now, and we're going to say if w dot no, not sorry, the request method is equal to http dot method get, or let's say it's not method get, Hmm, you should write more tests, I think. But anyways, with method post, I can just like go ahead and say this, and method gets this, and things like that. But basically, fail fast. It's easier to just say not equal to get and put this in here, and then return. Oops, right, return, and then here say right header, say 200, and you should be good to go. This may not be the minimal amount of code needed to fix those tests. Let's see. I could have just written say is equal to post method, then this, oops, post, right? And this should pass. Cool. Should okay, it's passing. So now other than get, so I'm gonna use this to actually create multiple, tests, something like say table tests. One moment. Uh, this is a methods, and then put array of string, and then gdp dot method say delete, or gdp dot method head, http dot method options, http dot method patch, http dot method post, http dot method put trace, and then that's all I think. I'm gonna have to actually put new lines here, I think, before it becomes too big. http dot method trace. Okay, awesome. So now I'm gonna have to actually create multiple t dot runs over here, and then mention what's the thing and what I need to do. So I'm just gonna say for method in methods. Oops, oops, I forgot how to do for loop. Golang for loop. I need the ranges thing. Oh yeah, range basically. Okay. So for colon equal to range methods, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put t dot run, and then say method, maybe say empty dot sprintf, and then say return bad request for method right, and then provide the thing method, and then the function right. Here I can put in a code. I think I'll have to create a separate handler each time. I mean, same handler would do. I'm just wondering, yeah, it will create separate thing, say go routines or threads to handle things. I'm not sure, something to check out. I'm gonna leave it here for now. A response record, yeah, I would like to just use a new one every time instead of using same one every time. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Every new request, new response, but it's the same handler. I'm gonna test the same handler always. I'm testing the same handler here too. I could even just put this outside over here, but anyways. So with that, for method, for request method, and then say method. Cool. So now let's run this, and we should see a lot of errors now, and we're gonna fix them. Oops, no, we won't see errors just because it's always post here. I'm gonna have to say method here. Okay, so run. Cool, there are gonna be a lot of errors. Yep. So expected response rate is going to be 400, 400, 400, but we got 200, right? So for delete, head, options, patch, put, trace, and whatnot, right? Where's post? Interesting. Oh, post was handled. That's why post got handled. So that's why post is part of this. But yeah, is there any other method that you're missing? So get, head, post, put, patch, delete, connect, options, trace. I think connect is one more. It's 369. At least that's what Golang supports clearly. So it's 246. Two of them handle get and post, and then 8. So connect alone is not handled. So let's go ahead and put 9th one here. So p dot method connect. Awesome. Cool. So now I'm gonna run the test again, and then let's start fixing them. Let's fix all of them at once. So if it's not equal to get, then you just do 400. That's all. Cool. So that works. I'm gonna run this out and try. So I'm gonna say this, make run. Okay. Allow 200. Okay. Cool. Can I do FNX? Can you say blah 400? Okay. You can say post and all that, of course. Pretty clear. Awesome. Cool. So it's pretty straightforward. Works. I'm gonna stop this for now and implement bad request and feature, or what do we call this? Block bad requests. Yep. And only allow get requests. Cool. It's a weird thing though, because bad requests is a very generic term, but maybe I'll say only allow get request method, right? Cool. So I'll guess I'll stop here and probably resume later, and probably even think about different ideas for the features, and based on the stuff given here, you have to define different parts and whatnot, and then implement them. So cool. So that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.